Welcome back to NTD Good Morning. You can have it all. In the search for a successful, fulfilling, and well-rounded life, what does that really look like? Many women today, particularly, find themselves caught trying to balance work and family life, and it can be a lot. It can make you feel lost and even burned out.
That's right. Joining us today with insights and findings and perhaps redefining that balance is Chelsea Ann, a board-certified nurse practitioner, women's health and integrative medicine practitioner, and the author of the new book, The Feminine Effect, Discovering Your True Nature. Welcome. It's so great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm excited to speak about this today.
For sure. And just to begin with, what do you think is the core of the issue for women today?
Well, I really want to talk about redefining what success is and redefining what power is. And I want to take it back to my own story. So, because everyone has a different definition of what success is. And as we know, society standards, it's financial, it's gaining, it's competition, it's often greed. And so we lose ourselves as women. So personally, in my life, I was incredibly ambitious, competitive. I wanted to get to the top, and it felt like there was a carrot always dangling. Like you never get enough. You get to that point, and then there's always more. There's more courses, there's more education, there's more travel, there's more homes, and it never ended. And in my personal life, it ended in a divorce. For my patients, what I see is they often become physically ill. Maybe it's their thyroid, maybe it's their adrenal glands, perhaps it's anxiety, maybe it's a discord within their relationship, or they're just not feeling happy within their marriage. And so this book, The Feminine Effect, takes women through a transformational process of why are we uncomfortable? What are we missing? And the answer is we're missing our nature as women. We're missing our connection to our femininity. We don't know what it is anymore because we're guided by society's standards of what that is, which is independence and financial success.
So then, how would you then redefine what success should look like?
Well, you kind of have to take a step back and undo everything you think is right and stop looking to the outside world of what that is. So first, you have to begin the process by getting to know yourself. Number one. So getting to know yourself is not so easy for most people because you're looking outside for a definition of who you are. So that may be therapy, which is easy. Maybe meditation. It may be taking relationships where you look as a relationship as a mirror. Is it in disharmony or is it in harmony? And then the next step would be defining what you need in your life to make your feminine nature possible. So maybe that's taking a space from work, taking a break, and then, figuring out, like, do I want more connection? Do I want more, what are my values? How can I bring in feminine values into my life? Is it connection? Is it love? Is it integrity? Is it worthiness? Is it relationships? We've lost those things, which are incredibly power to the woman and intuition. And then the third would be try not to go for things you can't attain. So I think a lot of people are always in a moment of unhappiness because they can't attain the things they want. And so they're always on the rat race.
And so you mentioned that your personal story has really informed your approach today, and you've been through, I know, you've mentioned a spiritual kind of journey, as well as these healing modalities that you've practiced along the way. How do you kind of fuse those, and how does your personal story influence your approach?
It's everything. So, I think that people want to touch into spirituality and they want to know what that is, and they do it through the mind. And there was many years I did it through the mind. So like most women who are beginning the process of trying to find themselves, they go to meditation class, they go to yoga class, they travel the world, they go, they take courses. And a lot of that is a business. And really a lot of it is opening your heart. And when you open your heart and you begin to feel as a woman, your intuition is connected. And then you can maybe your values will change. And so if you're always working, you may say, today's not the day. I'm going to be with my children today. Maybe you don't have the separation of a nanny anymore. It's like simple things when the heart opens. So the spiritual process becomes, very practical.
So just in a moment-to-moment or day-by-day approach, how would you advise people to start opening their hearts?
Well, you have to see the conditioning from your childhood that closed your heart. So there's typically events in women's lives and in men's lives that program us or condition us to act in a certain way. And then on top of that, we have our conditioning from society that tells us, you know, just what we're talking about. Financial success is what you need to do, or I need to act a certain way. I'm going to look on social media and that's how I'm going to be. So in order to get to know yourself in your authenticity, you often have to take space. Maybe you have to take a break from work, you know, for a period of time to heal. Like you would heal from a chronic illness. You know, you have to know that, you know, something's out of balance. I want to reconnect to the femininity and gain my power back, and then maybe take a break from social media. Simple things like that to reconnect to your children and your family.
And it can feel like such a sacrifice, almost like you say, if we're getting our sense of power from our income or from our identity at work, to take that break. But here you've described femininity as a source of power. If you could speak more to that, about what you see femininity as.
So this one like makes me want to cry, because why do all women, and I'm going to say the word masculine, not to separate, but I'm speaking to women as a woman. Why do we think it's more powerful to act like a man? Why is the definition oftentimes, and I'm not saying that we don't want these certain powers in society. What I'm saying is we often look to success and power as defined by society, which has been defined by something bigger than us. And so what I'm saying here is what if intuition became a source of power? What if motherhood was then in the Western world? I work with mothers. I've worked with mothers in labor and delivery and in the clinic every single day for 15 years. I hear countless times that mothers never feel enough. They never feel like they're doing enough. They always feel non-creative and they feel depressed. And I think it's a society, they're looking to society rather than saying, I'm doing the most amazing thing in the whole world. So maybe I'm talking to 5% of women right now. And maybe those 5% of women hear me and they say, I can be a stay-at-home mom and I'm powerful for that. And then maybe 10% say, I'm going to take more time with my children. And then maybe 25% say, you know, I'm going to go part-time because I'm going to balance my life more, and so that I'm not going to be physically, emotionally, spiritually ill.
All leading to a greater sense of well-being, more balance, and that important aspect of raising the next generation of human beings for human civilization, right?
Yeah, like why have we lost the importance of that? Why? It's so important.
Yeah, such an important topic. Chelsea Ann, the author of The Feminine Effect. Such an important topic. Thank you for coming in and sharing with us today.
Thank you guys for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.